Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yes, it is the SGO Press Pass. My name is Curtis, your senior editor here on sportsgamersonline.com. I am joined by Brandon Satterwhite, one of our reviewers, writers, and editors. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing pretty good, man.
Good, man. Always great to see you. And, of course, we're joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Triple X Mike Knox. How you doing, man?
What's going on, y'all?
We have a bit of a jumble up of or jam pack. I guess you would say a jam packed show for you guys. A lot to talk about. A lot of things we've missed over the couple of weeks. Of course, we're gonna start with one of my favorite segments. What have you guys been playing? We'll start with you, Brandon.
So I haven't gotten to play a whole lot here lately. Been busy with other stuff, but last night I finally rolled credits on Death Stranding for the first time.
On Death Stranding, okay, yeah, the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had a few friends finish that one. I have yet to get into that game because I'm not sure if I would like it. I know it's like a particular taste.
It is very unique, but I think it's worth trying at least once.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, didn't it? It was nominated for Game of the Year. I don't think it got Game of the Year, though.
Yeah, I think it was nominated. The game came out in like 2017, 2018, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about right. Mike Knox, what are we up to, man? I think he was playing NBA 2K before you got on.
Still, I'm playing NBA 2K while I'm on, and been watching my sons play that Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Yote, yeah, the one that came out, yeah.
My wife's friend from high school actually has a song on the soundtrack for Ghost of Yote.
That's pretty dope. My son, I love that. I think he just bought the album for it.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Is that true? Wow.
Yeah.
That is bananas, man. That's what's up. Dominic Ferguson, what's going on, man? Nice seeing you. Thank you for being back. Brad said I'm joining NHL 26. Too bad. I don't know many players. Look.
Yeah, I've been playing NHL 26 as well.
Yeah, we're gonna get into NHL 26 here in a minute. I've just been playing EAFC. That's it. That's literally the only game I've been playing until this Friday. Then I switch over to a new EA game, which is Battlefield. So I'm really excited to play a little bit of Battlefield. Let's jump into one of our main topics. EA Electronic Arts is officially being sold to a private company. Brandon, we did a video on this a couple of days back. I'll let you led on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you lead on it again. Let the people know exactly what's going on with EA being sold and how this can affect the industry and the company.
Yeah, so it was, I believe, sometime last week they confirmed the rumors that they are being sold in a leveraged buyout to three basically companies. One is the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, and then Silver Lake, which is a private equity firm, which is currently involved in like a bunch of tech investments. They're currently involved trying to buy TikTok, I think. And then the other is I forget the name of it, but it's basically Jared Kushner's private equity firm. Right. So those three groups came together and for $55 billion have bought all of Electronic Arts, including EA Sports, all the different studios that are underneath EA, like BioWare, Respawn, all of those. And as part of that deal, those three groups took out $20 billion of debt, which now they will have to pay back once this deal goes through, which it's projected to go through sometime, I think, in the first half of next year.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, that's a lot there. $20 billion Electronic Arts is going to have to come up with. And unfortunately, it's probably going to come out of our pockets. It's going to come out, it's going to come out of the microtransactions, things like that. I mean, we talked about it a little bit, Brandon, a week ago. I mean, this is, things are still coming out about it. But this is crazy when I think about what Electronic Arts has went through, and we're not just talking about EA Sports, just what Electronic Arts has been through over the last couple of years. You think about the Anthem, you think about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 thing, you think about like Battlefield, the issues that Battlefield's had. It's like this is just gonna probably get worse, or if it ever gets better. I think I put out a tweet earlier when I said that the craziest thing about this is that you might think this is already bad, but they're keeping Andrew Wilson on top of this, who has kept and overseen a lot of these issues, like the Battlefront 2 stuff, the Battlefield stuff, and it's a nut house. It is literally a nut house. It is crazy. I don't know what you think about it, Mike, or if you do think anything about it.
Well, first and foremost, I know people have been waiting for me to say this. Fuck EA. Okay, because this is insane. I don't know what's worse. We get EA last week. We get Xbox raising prices, and this is just nonsense. They don't care about us no more. I feel worse than Michael Jackson. They don't really care about us, and that's how I feel as a gamer. Like, they don't care. They just don't care.
Well, I mean, obviously with this deal, it's like there's no way it's gonna get any better, right? Like, you were hoping that when Microsoft like bought out Activision, you were thinking, okay, they're gonna remove what's his name, Playboy that was running the show. Can't think of his name right now.
Bobby.
They were gonna
Kotick,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, Bobby Kotick. They were gonna remove him, and then they were gonna go in. They're gonna start fixing everything. And Xbox, they sounded like Xbox is using, and we'll talk about Xbox later. I don't know why I was saying Xbox. Yeah, I think somebody popped up. Xbox is tripping. Yeah, Microsoft was gonna go in and fix a lot of stuff, and that ultimately didn't really happen. A lot of promises, a lot of broken promises, and a lot of the companies that were creating games like Perfect Dark Game and everything like that. Those companies ended up getting thrown down the drain. Ended up canceling the game. I just hope this doesn't really start to happen with EA, but the writing is on the wall here, Brandon.
Yeah, and I think really the only like optimistic hope is that instead of these new owners coming in and shutting down the stuff that hasn't really made a ton of money, is that they'll instead try to sell it to someone else, which is some of the reporting. So apparently EA had been looking to sell some studios like BioWare over the last few years, and so the optimist in me is like, okay, there's a chance that these new guys come in and it's like, okay, we're getting rid of everything that isn't making a ton of money. So they keep EA Sports, they keep DICE for Battlefield, and then they just sell off the rest to try to pay off as much of that debt as possible, which I think is a possibility. But I do still feel like there's going to be a lot of them that end up getting shut down. Maybe not BioWare because, they have Mass Effect, they have Dragon Age. You can sell that IP. That's valuable. Maybe Respawn. I'm not sure if they'll stay with EA or if they'll get sold, but they have a lot of very successful IP and stuff. But some of the others, some of the smaller ones, the support studios, like I don't know, it's gonna be rough.
Now, of course, we are Sports Gamers Online, so I don't really see anything that's gonna happen to Madden, to EAFC, NHL. I don't really think anything's really is gonna happen with the sports titles. I don't know how you feel about that, Brandon.
Well, any hope of them moving away from the Frostbite engine is gone because there's no way they're going to pay to license a new engine for all these games when they've got $20 billion of debt to pay off.
Well, EA was never going to do that, period. EA is so full of themselves. They were never going to move to something like the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
The Unity engine. They were never going to do that. That's definitely dead. Definitely. I mean, the Frostbite engine, I've had a lot.
If they were full of themselves, they wouldn't have sold out. They'd have bankrupt. So I think we are in trouble for Madden and things like that. Maybe not next year, but I think personally, America needs to be careful with all of what's going on. These terrorists is taking over, and I didn't say terrorists. I said terrorists. The inflation, things like that, are taking over. Where the Saudis are buying up everything from wrestling. To basketball. I mean, you name it. They've boxing. They've taken over everything, and I think we have to be careful how much of our American businesses we keep selling off like that. Personally,
it just seems like Madden makes too much money. EAFC makes too much money. It does. Both of those IPs make a lot of money. Make a lot of money for EA Sports. That's why they were able to kind of be their own thing, right? Like. Both of these companies are able to, or both of these titles in themselves know how to make a lot of money basically through the Ultimate Team scheme. Also, a lot of people buy these games. Especially EAFC. So I don't see much going on with them. I don't think anything really is going to happen with those IPs in particular.
You're right.
Man, what you made a good point there, Brandon. Respawn. I don't even know what is Respawn even working on. Like
Jedi Fallen Order 3.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order 3. I could see that game and that company doing something else or even going away. I could see that.
Because they've been successful. Like those two Star Wars games have been very successful.
Yeah,
and they've worked and supported other EA games that they've made over the last several years. So I wouldn't see them shutting down. Like I think if any studio is valuable that EA might look to sell off, I think that is the most valuable one. I don't even know if EA would end up selling that one because that one should be in the green, I would think, but you never know.
I would hope so. Maybe I'm like it could be in the green, it could be in the gray if we call the gray the negative. Another studio I'm worried about, and I thought about it right after our conversation, is EA Motive. EA Motive did the Dead Space remaster or the remake. I did kind of mention the remake, but I don't know what that studio is now. I don't know what it could be disbanded and thrown all the other employees amongst the rest of the EA companies. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if they do support for Battlefield. I know they did with the Star Wars Battlefront games. It was DICE, Motive, and Criterion were all like working together on that game. So I'm not sure if Motive is like helping with Battlefield in that same way. But if so, then I would figure EA would want to keep them around. Also, don't they do Need for Speed? Is that them or is that someone else?
I think Criterion does Need for Speed.
Yeah. So that's another one that
it's going to be interesting.
Do they want to sell that, or do they want to try and make something out of that?
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to look at the landscape because I've done a video on like the F1 situation. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, with the F1 license, if that's going to move away from Electronic Arts or not. Somebody just said Madden and FC sales are down. This happens every year. They report that every year, I think. That they start going down, but I don't know if they count the digital sales, the physical sales all together. I don't know if they do that. But it seems like they go down all the time, but they're like two of the best selling games in general. So I don't really understand why it always shows that or people always report that they're going down. Madden 26 is on sale already for $30.
I did see that.
Listen, y'all
it's
just
like Christmas time.
Madden. Y'all just to pick on Madden. Every game is for sale right now. Have y'all seen the prices they're raising for everything? Like, we're gonna talk about Xbox later again, but that price raise, right? The system itself price has been raised.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just been ridiculous what they're doing. This ain't nothing to do with this is just the phase we're in right now. But Madden, it's always on sale a month or two into the thing, and then it goes back to regular price till Black Friday. We're almost in October, November. Come on now. I can get 2K. I could got 2K for $40 as well. Come on, stop it.
Hey, let's go ahead and just do a segue right into that. Game Pass is increasing its price to $30 a month, which is bananas. Brandon, me and you have not talked about this. What is going on with that?
Yeah, so that was something that I guess kind of came out of nowhere. Like it just sort of dropped all of a sudden. They had this weird video that Xbox put out where it's like, oh, Xbox is improving things coming to Game Pass and all that. And then it's like, oh, by the way, now it's $30, which is a huge price increase.
That's
50%
massive.
In a single price increase is kind of huge. Usually it's like, $2 here, $3 here. Yeah. And it didn't really make sense. And now I think over the last like 48 hours, there's been reporting that apparently Call of Duty, when they put it on Game Pass Ultimate day one, that they projected that lost Xbox about $300 million in either sales of the game itself or in microtransactions, because when you had Game Pass Ultimate, you would get discounts on in-game purchases. That's now been taken away. And now you have where only Ultimate will now get the day one releases. You have the middle tier, which is the $15 tier. They said they'll come to the service within a year, except for Call of Duty. There's a little like asterisk at the bottom. It says, except Call of Duty titles.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I had to cancel Game Pass like 3 months ago because I couldn't afford it anymore at $20 a month. So, I mean, 30 is just absolutely insane.
It is bananas, and it speaks volumes exactly where the issue with Xbox is going. Phil Spencer has talked about already how they lose a lot of money on Game Pass. Even before it got the price increase, they lose a lot of money on Game Pass. And I used to always kind of think, well, that's nice of you. Like, that's really nice of you. It's very pro-consumer of you to just be like, yeah, you know, we're losing money, but we love you guys and we're going to keep doing it. Because for the longest time, I said that Game Pass was one of the best subscription services that you could subscribe to because it was so good. You're getting so much bang for your buck. And some of the games that were coming to it that were day one that weren't even Xbox exclusives, right? I played freaking Expedition 33 day one on it. To me, it's game of the year. And it's great to be able to do that. I'm stupid, okay, everybody. I am dumb. I still am paying the $30 only because Ninja Gaiden 4 and The Outer Worlds are coming day one. But I think once that is done and I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna have to unsubscribe because I'm with everybody. This is a little ridiculous. Yeah, man. It's gonna
I
mean, you pay 60
I got
for
lucky.
it.
There's the little hint if you don't want to have the recurring thing. GameStop and a lot of places are still selling the $20 Ultimate Game Pass. I was always paying for Ultimate Game Pass myself, paying $20 a month for it. So it going to $10 is a disappointment to go to $30. I only keep Game Pass because my children play a lot of those games. One child in my household benefits from the trashy, whatever you're into Fortnite crew pass thing, so to speak. But it's just a sham mockery at all. I was talking to buddies of mine as well. Like, this used to be $50 a year to play online. As far as I'm concerned, give me that back. I didn't ask for Game Pass. I don't need Game Pass. I get that people value it, but if you're gonna lose money in something, just revert back to what was effing working for you. And what was working for you was $50 a month or $50 a year for Xbox Live. That's what was working, and somehow people just said, "No, I'm good. We don't want that," you know. And I thought, personally, when I thought Xbox was at its peak when it had it like that before Game Pass came along. And I tell you something, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we're at the end of Xbox run period at this point, with the price raising of the Xboxes in a year have gone up $150. Who's buying a $650 Xbox? And it's pretty much an older, it's old now at this point. You know what I mean? I paid for it brand new at $500. You want to give it to me now at $600? That just doesn't make any sense. And I don't see how people want to do it. And again, I'm an Xbox guy who has an Xbox, a PlayStation, I have, you know, a Switch, all that good stuff, a Meta Quest, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. To me, Xbox is where I choose to play, and I wish they chose me back. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if they're closed in 2-3 years. And I'm serious. And we're just down to just flat out just PlayStation and Nintendo. Because Nintendo's never going anywhere.
And you know what? I think there's a bigger conversation here when you look at what the hell is Xbox's identity besides Game Pass over the last couple of years. There's not really one. There's not really many exclusives that come out. There's nothing you can look back at the Xbox Series X era and be like, well, that defined the whole era. You know, the PlayStation 4, I was just talking to a friend about this. PlayStation 4 was, to me, one of the second best PlayStation era. It was amazing, especially at a time where people were saying single player games are dying. You know, they were dead. In an era where, you know, multiplayer games, there were just so many. There were so many like looter shooters and shared world shooters and Fortnite and stuff like that. The PlayStation 4 really just said, look, shut that shit up. We're going to bring out, you know, Bloodborne. We're going to bring out God of War. We're going to bring out The Last of Us. We're going to bring out Horizon Zero Dawn and just shut it all up. And but Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 is to me, it's a completely different conversation, but Xbox Series X just doesn't have that. And the identity is Game Pass. It's part of the ecosystem. That's what they kept going on about, you know. So that's sad that it's actually went up $10 because it makes it almost unaffordable for a lot of people. Like you said, Brandon, it's just $20 was already a lot, and you were paying for the Ultimate Edition, right? Like,
I was paying the $20 a month for Ultimate.
Yeah, that's what I've been paying for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
and I've
then playing PlayStations as well with an $18 for theirs. It's just, you know, this is just getting ridiculous. Streaming services have gone up. They don't understand what's going on right now in our country. with these terrorists and inflation and government shutdowns. But yeah, and I'm telling you, I think a lot of where this comes from. I think a lot of, especially with Xbox, I think it comes from the terrorists that's going on in this country. We're importing things that's not being made here in America, and we're paying for it. And we knew we were going to pay for it, a couple months ago when it first got brought up, but they said it was going to take some time for certain things to like actually hit. And now they're starting to hit, and now we're starting to feel that boom effect. Christmas time is coming. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, Eric? Yeah, I mean the Game Pass thing is just it's the smallest part. It's not the smallest part. It's a very small part of what the hell is going on at Xbox, because Xbox is just, to me, it's a downward spiral, as Mike was saying. I don't know if it'll go away. They did kind of say that there will be more consoles coming.
I mean, they already got rid of all the physical media, Microsoft. So I mean, to me, this is painting the picture that this shit's over. This shit's over. If people don't say, well, Xbox, who's better, Xbox or PlayStation? Well, the answer is right now PlayStation, because you never hear stuff like this from them.
Yeah. No, you never do. No, they are very on their shit a lot of time.
And this is sort of part of a sign of like Microsoft kind of taking Xbox in this new direction, where Microsoft, overall as a company, has been investing a ton in like cloud, and now you're starting to see Xbox push cloud gaming a lot more. Part of this Game Pass revamp is, okay, now on that $10 a month tier, that lowest tier, now you get access to Xbox cloud gaming. The hardware is getting more expensive, and the game prices, they tried to increase that up. So it seems like they're definitely trying to get people off of hardware, off of physical games, and moving to cloud gaming.
And that's a really good point there. Yeah, because when you read some of what else is one of the perks of like this new Game Pass thing that they're doing, because it's not just the cloud gaming, it's something else.
No, it's the cruise for Fortnite. I'm paying an extra $10.
It is that's one of them. Yeah,
for a Fortnite crew pack is what I'm paying.
Ubisoft Classics.
Oh, the Ubisoft.
And then now on Ultimate, when you do cloud, you can do it at 1440p instead of 1080p.
The Ubisoft. The fact that it's like Ubisoft
gave
Classics,
me Avatar or something right away. No, they don't do that.
It wasn't that.
I care less about.
It wasn't that. I think it's like Black Flag and like
it's all the old Assassin's Creeds,
yeah.
and like what else was there? Watch Dogs and a couple others. The old Far Cry games are all on there now.
Peter Thompson said they bought Activision and they have a plan. I mean, then they have to hurry up and execute that plan, or give us some type of hope, because it seems like it's costing them a lot more money than that they thought originally. Of course, like Brandon said earlier, they tried to put Call of Duty on Game Pass, and that cost them millions and millions of dollars. And they knew, and we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming to Game Pass. That's what Xbox wanted to put in there because it's part of their ecosystem. That ended up, not working. When you buy a lot of, and this is my problem with Xbox also. I know we're gonna get to the sports games. Trust me. They have their new Xbox handheld that sold out, so I have faith.
Don't have faith in that. That's just,
obviously Peter Thompson is an Xbox guy.
No, I get that. I'm an Xbox guy too, but that handheld, it's sold out. How many did they sell? Think about it like that. Look at the market. Are they outselling a Switch? They didn't sell that many at that price. Nobody wants a $500. The one you want costs $800.
Yeah.
Okay. And for $800, I can have these cool pair of Meta display glasses on my face.
You have the Meta.
Hey, how much? That's what those were.
How much is that Xbox handheld console, by the way?
It's $1,000 for the higher up one. I think $600 for the lower one.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was 800 and 500. I thought, but either way, still
something like that.
It's expensive as shit for a handheld.
Yeah. That is bananas. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I could honestly,
I could get a Steam Deck for $250.
Right,
you can get it. Yeah, you can get a Steam Deck for something really smaller. Okay. Did he just hop out? Yeah,
he said he'd be back, I think. But,
okay. Yeah, you can get a Steam Deck, which I'm actually kind of contemplating now. You can get a Steam Deck for something smaller, but also you can get the $1,000 that you have, add about another extra 500, and just get a super high-powered PC that can play all these games. And it'll last you a very, very long time. It'll last you at least 6-7 years. So, I don't have I just want competition. I feel that. It is bananas. These prices, like Eric's saying, these prices are getting crazy. They are bananas. They
Yeah,
are
it's
crazy.
wild. And yeah, like that Xbox handheld, like that's not Microsoft making it. That's just Rogue Ally is making them,
Rogue
and then
Ally's making
we can put a Xbox button on it so you can play Game Pass games on it now.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's getting
okay.
crazy, and like it's getting to the point where people are getting priced out of gaming, at least in terms of like running it natively, which again is like Xbox is sort of trying to do that so that they can push people to their cloud gaming, which I don't think people are going to want to do. People want to run stuff natively, especially when you're playing sports games that require very quick button presses, very
Yep.
quick reactions,
Yep.
and no latency. Like you try to play MLB The Show at high difficulty on just a regular TV and not like a really good monitor, you're going to do crap. You're going to be awful at that game. So I just don't think this is going to pan out well for Xbox. I don't like this move that they're trying to make to benefit Microsoft's push to the cloud. Instead, I would like for them to just say, hey, Xbox, do what makes you successful, and that'll make Microsoft successful, instead of saying, Xbox, do this thing that might be successful, but probably won't be, so that maybe Microsoft can be more successful.
True. Very true. And that one of the points I was going to make was Microsoft's or Xbox, Microsoft, whoever, the gaming division spent all this money to get in all these developers, and most of these developers, their games are already canceled. It's just so much money just being thrown into the fire by Xbox and Microsoft. Now, you did talk about cloud gaming. I understand the need for cloud gaming sometimes. But I feel like it shouldn't be really at the forefront of what you're doing necessarily. Like you said, a lot of people want to run stuff natively. I especially really do want to run stuff natively. I don't really want to get on a plane and try to use their Wi-Fi to run a game that I'm playing. It's just going to mess up the whole experience for me.
I like
That's why
physical
Stadia
media.
ultimately. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we love physical media. We need it. We need it. Not everyone has great internet for cloud gaming, and that was one of my biggest complaints about when Spyro came out, the remaster of it. And you had the first game on the disc, but you had to download the other two games, and it's like you just shafted a lot of people out of the whole game, and you told them spend $60 on it. So that was one of my issues that was really bad with that. Really bad with that. But yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess with EA. It's a mess with Game Pass. We'll see how it evolves. We'll get to it. Let's talk about some sports games finally. Halfway through the show, let's talk about some sports games. Brandon, you did the NHL 26 review. You guys are mainstays that are in the chat. Let us know what you guys think about NHL 26. I know some of you guys have played it. Brandon, one of the things that stood out to me immediately in your review and you actually talking about it was you were like, you sounded very frustrated with some of the gameplay elements, especially when it comes to the goalkeeping.
Yeah.
You want to go a little bit in depth because there is this Ice Q 2.0. They said everything was smarter, it was better, it was faster, all those buzzwords EA Sports likes to use. What the hell was going on with the gameplay?
So on one hand, like the gameplay did feel faster, it felt snappier, like you could turn on a dime really quickly, which was an improvement over previous NHL games that felt a lot more sluggish and such. But then like the AI was just dumb. Like they were not aggressive at all. They didn't play their defensive zones correctly. And within my first hour of playing this game, I had 2 AIs commit own goals that cost me games. And I had a clip of one. I got one on the recording, and I played it like 4 times in a 6-minute review. Like that's how upset I was about that.
You talking about the one? It's the Panthers player, right? Is he a Panthers
no,
player?
it was in Be a Pro. It was when I was doing the juniors world championship.
Yeah, the juniors.
Yeah, like he's skating, and it's right next to the goalie, and the goalie's like covering there, but for some reason the puck just goes into the goal.
Yeah. I was like, what in the world was that?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the goalies, like their other big thing was like, we're going to make the goalies, move with a purpose. They're going to try to get up faster after they dive for a shot and, not allow those easy rebounds. those were all over the place. I
Yeah.
saw those all over the place. It was, the goalies did not feel better in this game at all.
Yeah, no, and it's I hate when AI are just really dumb in sports games. That's where it's really bad. I don't like it in shooters either, but it's really bad when it's really bad in sports games. You thought the HUD menus were just clunky, like still not there. I think they were bad last year, I believe. I think so. It seems like they finally got around to major Be a Pro additions. Like they finally said, okay, shut the hell up, here you guys go, because the person that did it last time, our review said the same thing. It is just, this is the same as last year. There's like minor additions to it. I think this is like one of the big talking points with this game is like, while there is like big additions, it's taken this long, and it kind of speaks volumes about what is going on with NHL. Just not enough coming to the game yearly.
Yeah, like Be a Pro is definitely a step up. There's a lot there that was added that I really, really liked. Like, first of all, adding the World Junior Championship. That's an awesome way to start it off, playing for your country. That was something a lot of fans have wanted. That's an awesome addition. The different cutscenes that I saw, like during the draft, or like when you enter the locker room for the first time, or running onto the ice for your first preseason game, those were really epic moments.
Yeah, those cut scenes that you put in your review looked amazing.
Yeah, like
fantastic.
Those were like very, very well done. The media scrum system where they're asking you questions and how you answer affects certain ratings about how much the managers or your teammates like you. Like, these were all really good additions. Like, I didn't have anything bad to say about Be a Pro this year.
It looked really good, really, really fun. I actually was like, oh, let me get this and play this. The gameplay, you gave a pro to the gameplay being faster. Yeah, dumb AI, but overall, you kind of alluded to the game. Just it can't warrant the full price of the $70.
Yeah, especially when like franchise mode is straight up copy and pasted. Like they didn't put out any sort of deep dive or anything about anything new being added. I literally went and Googled NHL 26 franchise mode additions. The first thing that came up, it said new additions coming to franchise mode in NHL. I clicked on it. It was the article for NHL 25.
Oh, God.
So there was nothing. There was nothing. When you boot up the game for the first time, it has like all these different slides where it's like, here's all the things we added to everything. Franchise mode doesn't have one. There's literally nothing different about franchise mode this year.
Yeah.
Still the sports game of the year.
I was going to put in here, what do you guys think is going to be sports game of the year?
Sports game of the year. I think it's the only game that's not FIFA, okay, that does improve. I don't think that 2K improves from year to year when it comes to certain things, right? I don't think that Madden improves when it comes to, I think when it comes to attention to detail, MLB The Show, it had a path there, not as much as it used to be lately, but hockey just continues to me. Maybe because I'm a black man playing a white man sport that don't know so much, but I've been playing NHL since 94, 92. Okay. So it's, to me, it's the only game that continues to get better. I think it listens to its fan base at things they want them to do, and not, take out the hut, take out the mutt and all that nonsense. I think it's a great series. But guys, I got some things I got to take care of, and
you got it, man. We'll
You're
take
good,
it,
man.
Yeah, we'll take it from here.
Come back and let that be known. But Xbox sucks for this. I do think 3 years they got rid of physical media, y'all. That told me a lot there. That scared me. And we found that 3 weeks, almost a month ago now. That anything you had already is going to be gone. If you don't save it and download it to, off the cloud, it's going to be gone. You know how much media I bought or I got free from Microsoft? I got the original Pac-Man cartoon. How the hell am I supposed to find it and download it? Yeah, but it was in my Xbox. Yep. You know what I mean? That followed me from the 360. So I just think as sports gamers, and this channel is mostly dedicated to sports gamers, just gamers in general. I think it's time for us to take a stance, whether this is PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever the case may be, because they're going to keep doing this to us. And at some point, we have to stop spending the money. I know that's like whatever you got it. Look what you got on your face, or the handheld you got, or the Switch 2 you brought. This what you call it, Switch 2 point or 1.5
or 1.5, yeah.
1.5. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? At some point, I gotta say, you know what? I'm not fucking buying Madden this year. I'm gonna wait until Black Friday to buy this shit when it's cheaper. You know what I mean? Because we know it's gonna fall off. I know people don't even play Madden until the Super Bowl because then it's free on Game Pass. You know what I mean? So with that being said, guys, I'm sorry again. I got something.
You good, man? You good, man? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Make sure you guys please follow the Mike Knox Show. I appreciate you guys always. Thank you.
Yo, so Mike had a head off there. It was great. Great always seeing him. Looking at some of these comments, let's go through. Xbox hits $5 billion in revenue, and the shareholders said, "Let's destroy our profits." I'd give it to PGA or go ahead.
I don't know about you, but that day when they announced the price increase, I was scrolling through Twitter and it was just full of people saying, I'm canceling, screenshotting that they were canceling. The website to go and cancel it actually got overloaded.
Crashed.
So many people were canceling.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm dumb, y'all. I have not canceled because I want to play Ninja Gaiden. But I will be doing it. I have to kind of think about what I'm doing with my Xbox here soon, because I think I'm just at the point with Xbox that I'm just done. I have the Xbox Series X, and I love Halo to death. It's one of my favorite series ever, but I can't keep doing this with them. I just think there's no vision, there's no direction, there's no leadership, and they got to learn. They got to learn.
When this generation started, I bought a Series S. As someone who's always been PlayStation, I bought a Series S before I bought a PS5 specifically so I could get Game Pass and play all those games.
Heck yeah. That was the perfect Game Pass machine. That console was awesome. I had one too. I had one just to test the waters with Xbox and Game Pass, and I was like, this is awesome. I'm gonna go get a big, like the best one. So I traded in the other one and then the S and then got the X. So like they did the right thing in the beginning. But I think just too many purchases, too many bad decisions, too much bad leadership. It just led them down the wrong pipe. Peter Thompson said, I'd give it to PGA Tour 2K20. Was it 2K25? I know I'm looking at
25, I want to say. It was the beginning of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it 26?
It was 25. It was a PGA Tour 2K25. I want to say I did highly rate that game. I did like it a lot. I do like golf games in general. It just does better stuff than the EA Sports one. Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10, which is really good. I do like that game. I think, Brandon, if we're going to talk a little bit about like just a game of the year, sports game of the year watch, I think MLB The Show is a good shout for this year. I think it's really good. I think we talked about it before, especially on the Soul Dojo, where they did a lot. They did a lot, especially with the like my career mode or Road to the Show. Did a lot there. I think you mentioned they did a lot with their what's their ultimate team called?
Diamond Dynasty.
Yep.
Content was really good this year.
Yeah, really good. So I think overall that game did well. Could people in the comments, could you say WWE 2K25 could be in that conversation? I think looking at our reviews here, maybe I think Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is going to get a shout, even though I don't think it better not win. It doesn't have any of the original stories in the game at all. It's recreated really well, but there's no like story mode. Like those games kind of had a little bit of a story mode to them.
Yeah.
But you're just kind of aimlessly going around skating and just completing, all the objectives throughout all of the games. So, or both games. So like soundtrack was good. It was recreated well. I don't think it's going to win. I think, what did I end up giving this? Wow, I'm actually surprised I gave it an 8 out of 10. Maybe because the gameplay was fun. The customization was good. That's probably why I gave it an 8. I'm looking at everything else. Maybe NBA 2K26 will get a shout.
They'll get nominated.
Yeah, it'll get nominated.
I think if there's any racing game, so F1 will get nominated because it's a racing game.
Yeah, F1. I mean, hey,
there wasn't a Forza game this year.
No, we're gonna get one next year.
Yeah,
I was just about to say. Monster Energy Supercross 25 never really gets nominated. It shouldn't. It was an okay year for this game, but
Mario Kart World.
Yeah, you can bet on that one. Yeah,
That'll get a nomination.
That
I
will
think,
get
Game
nomination. It
Awards.
might even win. It might.
I know who I would give it best sports game of the year to.
I'm all ears.
Clutch Time.
Clutch Time.
Did you see my review for that? I didn't do a video, but I just did an article on it.
Let me see.
It's a deck builder game, but it's basketball themed. So you're playing a basketball game through a card game.
Yeah.
And it is so addictive. It's so much fun. The sound effects, the different mechanics, the different cards you can unlock. It's $10 on Steam, $10 on Google Play. You can get it on mobile. Such a fun game. The best sports game I have played this year.
It's
easily.
It does say it's 20.
Oh, is it 20?
Yeah, it does.
I think the mobile version's 10, but
okay, it's probably
it's
the mobile version.
Still, I think it's easily worth that. There's so many different modes and different like ways that they make it more challenging.
Yeah,
it's very addictive.
I like hearing that. I'm actually gonna probably try to download this and give it a go. You gave it a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Some cards could be. I mean, even the con that you gave it, like that's a patch update.
Yeah.
Like that is a patch update, and that is a perfect game. Your first 10 ever with Sports Gamers Online, you wouldn't give it to that? You wouldn't give it to, what was that?
So it was the mobile version of Backyard Baseball 97. So it's like, do I want to give it to a mobile game, or do I want to give it to, this a mobile version, a mobile port of a game that's already released, or this brand new game? They're both great. I think they both did really well. But I would go with this new game just because it's something so new. Like I haven't seen like a deck builder sports themed game like that before.
That is so cool. I'm actually gonna check it out. Like I'm really.
I love playing like Gwent in The Witcher and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it hit me good.
Okay, good. It's funny. I'm just not the Gwent guy. Every time I'm like, I don't even want to deal with it. I want to kill monsters and stuff. I'm terrible. Still better than EA Skate. We have been offered to like start that game, and I'm just gonna wait for the full release before I do a review because I don't want to rip another game to shreds. I hate doing it. I hate doing it. When I had to do it at eFootball, I hated it. So I'm gonna wait until full release. That's in early access. It seems like it's not good. I'm like, oh my goodness, just let's get some patches up in there, and let's see what happens. Yeah. So with NHL 26, you gave it a 6. You gave it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's gotten over a 6 for a while here at Sports Gamers Online, which is very upsetting.
I saw last year's was also a 6. I think, it's kind of hovered right around that mark for the last couple of years with us.
Yeah, and that really sucks because as Mike was saying, he really likes the game. He thinks the game is doing well. I don't think it's done as well as he was talking about. But yeah, it sucks that game is 6. Everybody in the chat, if you guys have played it, give us your own review scores on that. We'll read them out for you guys. Also start getting in some of your questions about any sports games, any games in general, anything me and Brandon will answer for you at our viewers questions segment. EAFC 26, I gave it a 7 out of 10 this year. Not the worst EAFC game I've played.
That's a fun way to start a review segment.
Yeah, not the worst. Not the worst. I like how they broke up the two gameplays. Authentic, if you like slower, more tactical based football, that is your thing. If you want more fast paced, annoying as hell basketball style pace abuse stuff, competitive is your thing. So they kind of broke it up. Competitive is used more on like the football ultimate team side, the pro club side, and then authentic can be used at any time during like your career mode, things like that. So it's not, the gameplay has actually gotten a lot better in that sense. It's probably the best EAFC game for in terms of gameplay, which I think over the last couple of years, I've only said that a few times, which is crazy. Dominic Ferguson said NBA 2K26 is good this year. I think Mike might have a little bit of different opinion with that, but you know what? I think his opinion is based on if he's kicking butt at that time. That's why he says the same thing about NCAA, because he got his butt kicked by Brandon. Yeah, I mean, there's just not I think in the interview, Brandon, I think I said it. I'm very confused at what the future is. Very confused because I don't know if this hub world, if they're setting up, like when you look at like pro clubs and you look at some of the things they brought to my player or my player career and, you know, the career mode, you just don't know where they're really going. You don't know if there's this hub world that they're going to bring with like that they do in 2K. You don't know if that's coming. It's like it feels like they're setting themselves up for something, but it's like, could y'all just get there already or like do something? Some of the features don't link up well. Some of the features don't make sense. It's great that they're in there, but why are we even talking about that? It's not like the Cubs are out yet. Anyway, it's sorry about your Yankees, by the way, Brandon. I mean, they are. Yeah. I don't even know the score to the game at the moment, but I don't know what the hell is going on.
It's what I expected with this team.
It's just not looking good for Brandon, unfortunately. But yeah, I gave it a 7. I've always with EAFC, they always hover around a really bad years on like 6. I believe I gave one a 5.5 one year, a couple years back, but yeah, it's either like a 6 or a 7. The best one I've ever given was an 8, which is great, I guess. Yeah, which leads to, I guess, one of our last things I want to talk about is we are officially on a 10 out of 10 watch for me. Everything that is coming out with FM 26 has been fucking amazing. Recently we've been hearing about the tactical changes. You can now have you can now have in possession and out of possession tactics. You can also look at in transition tactics, how your team's setting up, things like that. Women's football is in the game. The menus look fantastic. They look more simple, clean. Looks like somebody like Brandon can just jump in, see exactly what's going on. They'll know exactly what's going on with the team. It just looks super in depth. It looks like anybody's going to be able to get into this game, and it's going to be a game for the newcomers, and it's going to be a game for the people that have played for a couple of years, for years and years and years. Or if you're like me, you're kind of like that mid-tier kind of veteran. It's like, okay, I played a good bit. I know about the game. But this, I mean, if I get it, Brandon, and it's just smooth and they nailed it, it's probably getting that 10. I would hate to play it, and it's like maybe day 1 out of the patch, it's just kind of janky, and I'm like, well, it's a fucking 9. Like everything else is good, but it's like that right there is a 9. It's that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. So I don't think that's what.
That's not happening.
That's just not gonna happen. Yeah. I'm so excited. You guys know I'm excited. Yeah, November 4th, I will have a review out. Is it gonna be the first 10 out of 10? I'm gonna do something special for that show, by the way. Like, I don't know. We're gonna pop champagne. I'm gonna have some poppers, whatever. It's gonna be great. My first 10 out of 10. Hopefully it's Football Manager 26. All right. We will get into you guys' comments. We'll end the show a little bit early because we are a man down. Yeah, Brandon, we can talk a little bit about the World Series.
We beat the Red Sox.
Yeah, hey,
it was the first time since 2004 we've beat them in a playoff series.
Is that true?
Yeah, we hadn't beat them since they came back on 3-0 on us.
Wow. When was the last time they played them in the World Series? Do you remember? And not in the World Series, in the
playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it in the last few years. I remember, like, they did it not too long ago. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the Yankees. The situation is bananas, and you can see the frustration of the fans. Is bananas.
I wanted Aaron Boone gone after 2019, after season 2 of this. We're on like season 8.
Yeah,
it's like Family Guy. It won't end. They just keep going.
I can understand.
He's an awful manager. He can't do it.
Yeah, he just can't get it over the line. Even if you look at the Dodgers and the Yankees World Series, and it's like, I have a Yankees fan I know, and he says that World Series is a lot closer than he remembers. I'm like, but it wasn't. but it really wasn't.
After game 1, when he put Nestor in and Freddie Freeman hits the home run off of him, I said to my dad, if George were still alive, he would fire Boone before game 2. And he would be right to do it.
He'd be right. Yeah. It is bad. I mean, the Dodgers almost had their. I mean, Dave Roberts he's good, but he isn't the best.
He's had his moments.
He's had his moments, and last night was one of his fucking moments. Because I was screaming at the TV, like even the announcers knew. You sure you're not going to put Rookie in? Are you sure? And he put Blake Triton in. And it all went, and then even to add more fuel to my rage already, Alex Vesia comes in. So it's just, is just, the managers can make and break the game. That was one of those. So I share your frustration with that. But the Yankees situation is just, that is bananas. The Brewers terrify me, by the way, you guys. Terrify me. Only reason why I'm saying Brewers and Mariners is I want to see two suffering.
That would be a great.
It would be good.
Great World Series.
It'd be good. And I don't want to sound like a stuck-up Dodgers fan, but I don't see the Mariners beating us. The only team I see, the Mariners in the other division, right? Yeah, the Mariners are in the other division. It probably is going to be. I am ready for the Brewers to beat us. I am trying to physically and mentally get ready for this because they swept us during the regular season. I am getting ready for this, Brandon. I'm terrified. Very terrified of this team. Look how they're beating the Cubs, and the Cubs aren't necessarily a bad team.
Yeah.
So it's really scary. But how do y'all bounce back, man? I want to look at the score so bad.
I mean, it's the same thing we've been needing this since Boone's been here. Better defense. Better contact hitting around to surround Judge for when he hits those home runs. Fundamental base running, which Volpe's actually good at, but then he forgot how to play short for like a third of the season.
Right.
Re-sign Jazz because he first Yankees player since Alfonso Soriano to go 30-30, and Boone decides not to play him game 1 of the ALDS.
I was wondering where he was.
Yeah,
I was like,
because we want Ahmed Ozario out there. Yeah. So we're not hitting lefty. And then the next night, Jazz comes in hitting lefty and scores the game-winning run because he hustled his ass off coming around from first. Gee, Boone, maybe play your good players and stop trying to be super smarter than everybody else.
It's like it's one of those situations. You're so smart, you're stupid.
Yeah.
It's becoming that situation with Boone. It's like, oh my God. Oh, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I was about to look it up. Yeah, it's Mariners are up 4-1, which has been a great series.
Yeah,
against the Tigers. That has been very tense, even for just a regular, a neutral watching it. It's like it's very tense. You don't know what's going to happen. 4-1 is actually the furthest, probably the biggest lead between the two over the last two games. And then 2-1 Blue Jays. It's not over. I believe it's what time is that? Probably the bottom of the third, maybe top of the third.
It just started like an hour ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, loads of time for them to come back. I'm hoping the Dodgers can finish it off. Also, Brandon, before we head off, there is NHL is officially back. My Kings are playing the Avalanche. Very difficult game that is, because the Avalanche are not pushovers whatsoever. They got like 6 Canadians on their team, and when when you got Canada on your team, man, you are automatically a good. Like they got like 3 Canadians to our 1. I believe. I think we only have 1. So, we're outnumbered there. I don't know. Who are you a fan of NHL wise?
So I am a very, very casual Washington Capitals fan.
Oh, yeah. Given where you're at,
yeah. So, but I have not kept up with them. I know we have like a couple of young guys kind of coming up, but I have not kept up with them much the last couple of years.
I haven't either, because they're like a completely other side of the country, other side of the, So I hope my Stars can make the Cup Finals. Look, they got to get past Vegas at some point. I lived in Dallas for a while, so like I seen the hurt that they went through. Yeah, they got to get past Dallas. Unfortunately, I mean, they got to get past Vegas in the playoffs at some point, and that is seems like that's been their Achilles heel. Let's discuss the future of Take-Two. Today they hit an all-time high of $48 billion in market value, What do you see them selling? Well, they're selling GTA 6.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell until after that, because
Yeah.
that number is going to go up once that game comes out.
Yeah, that's Take-Two. I mean, selling to what, a Saudi Arabian company? You got to think about Take-Two is massive. Take-Two is massive because they hold so many amazing titles. Like they have all of 2K games.
Yeah.
Like they have all that. They have Rockstar. They have just all those like different titles. Gearbox,
Borderlands, which just came out. That's making a ton of money. You've got GTA coming out, which is going to make billions. Like, I mean, as big as GTA 5 is, you got to expect with how hype it's going to be, GTA 6 is going to set every sort of record.
What is your expectation? And this could be a video in itself. What is your expectation for Grand Theft Auto 6 in a very chill sense?
I mean, I'm incredibly excited. Like, the only GTA I ever played was GTA 5.
Wow.
Like, I had never played one before that. And so, like, that's really the only experience I have with the series. And I'm incredibly excited. I can't imagine what people have been playing since the PS2 games are feeling. But yeah, it's going to be huge. And also there's rumors of a Red Dead 2 next gen upgrade coming like sometime early next year before GTA 6 comes out. So that's also going to be a big moneymaker for Rockstar. Yeah, it's they're getting ready to make a ton of money.
Big time. And it's been a long, long time coming because GTA 5 has been making them a lot of money for a long, long time. Yeah, I agree with you. GTA 6 is going to be a game. And I get why people say, "Oh, I'm not sure about it." Like it's this time it's gonna actually suck. It's like every time Rockstar drops a game, it is absolutely amazing. It transcends gaming expectations. It actually like leads the gaming industry by how it is, just by example. And Red Dead did it. GTA 5 did it. GTA 4. It's probably a special case because GTA 4, like, finally, like, now everybody's like, that was an amazing game because we played Red Dead Redemption 2, and that feels more like GTA 4. But this I'm super excited for. I think it's going to be, I mean, you should look at it as developers are, like, moving their games away from the release date of this game.
Yeah.
They're like, if it's coming out in May, I'm dropping in October, or like what Borderlands did, I'm dropping in September. I'm dropping now because we can get our fun out now, and then GTA 6 can come out. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really good. What sports games do you want to see in GTA 6? What are they? They're in what's in Florida, right? So, I think tennis is gonna be in there, of course. Golfing, like it was in GTA 5.
Gator hunting.
Yeah, I can see that.
My brother has actually been alligator hunting before.
That is some very Florida stuff.
Yeah,
very Florida stuff. It is. That is crazy. I don't know what else would be in there. Maybe like footy, soccer. I don't know.
I figure maybe basketball. It would have to be like something somewhat simple. Like you don't like you can't do football. 11-on-11 football. Like that would be, I think, too much to dedicate to. Surfing would be good.
Surfing would be fun. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Basketball is a good one because we've seen basketball.
We'll have the races.
Yeah. Probably bike racing, things like that. We've seen basketball courts in the screenshots, so maybe basketball probably is one of them. That has been our hour, you guys. My name is Curtis with Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on X at Cali from the Dojo. You can also go to my other channel where I do first impressions and news, things like that. Short form content, things like that on the Soul Dojo gaming channel. Brandon, go ahead and plug yourself in.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Satterwhite. You can follow me over on X at bsatterwhite18, and just kind of keep it tuned here because I've got something I'm working on in the background that I think y'all will like. So just stay tuned here to Sports Gamers Online.
I haven't even heard about this. This is crazy.
I told you about this.
You did?
A little bit.
Okay. Remind me after the show. I'm pretty sure you probably told me, but just remind me after the show. But yeah, and then of course be on the lookout. November 4th. Maybe it might it might be my first 10 out of 10 that I give here on Sports Gamers Online. Make sure you guys subscribe to Sports Gamers Online here on YouTube. Make sure you guys check us out on sportsgamersonline.com. Follow us on X at Sports Gamers On. And we will check you guys later, all right? Peace.